Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com, as well as your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Thursday morning forecast update. Stormy Thursday morning is a complex of thunderstorms now moving out of Oklahoma and Texas and starting to impact the Arklatex. And these storms will continue for much of the morning and likely begin to taper off in the early to mid-afternoon. So grab the umbrellas. It is going to be a rainy morning commute for many of us here, and the severe weather potential, it's fairly low, but we can't rule out maybe a few storms today that either bring some high wind or some hail, talking maybe some quarter-sized hail if some of those storms are able to get going, especially in the late morning, early afternoon. So the severe weather risk today, where the heat builds, again, the storms will be moving through this area of the Arklatex this morning, and as the temperatures are in the low to mid 70s, not as much warm air available to them, so we're kind of fortunate the storms are coming in early in the morning when the temperatures are at their coolest, but we start to warm up here. May eventually warm into the 80s ahead of these storms, so some warm air for those storms to tap into, and that's when we may see either a damaging wind gust or a quarter-sized hail or larger with maybe one or two storms. It's just a marginal risk of severe weather today, so we're not expecting the widespread severe weather that when we get these level 3, 4, or 5 outlooks. This is just a level 1, so widespread severe weather is not expected today, but definitely some storms to keep an eye on as we continue through the morning. Taking a look at Futurecast from Robbins Toyota, it does bring the bulk of the storms across East Texas between sunrise and 10 a.m. this morning. So in Texarkana, you'll likely get into the heavier rain sometime between, I would say, 8 and 10 a.m. this morning. We've got some storms down into Shreveport by about 10 a.m. this morning, give or take maybe an hour as far as the heaviest rain here, and it looks like the heavier rain will taper off in both Texarkana and Shreveport around the noon hour today, but we could see some rain linger into the afternoon. These storms here, those would be the ones we'd watch for that severe weather threat, especially once we get into the early afternoon. And looks like the heavy rain will kind of wrap up by 2 or 3 p.m. today, but even after 3 p.m. there may be some redevelopment. This area of low pressure that's kind of spinning over us will be what maybe triggers some redevelopment tonight as well as tomorrow. So I have carried at least a 30% chance of rain into your Friday forecast as well. Interesting to note, the forecast models have really beefed up some of the rainfall totals here with the round of storms today and maybe another one tomorrow. So rainfall through Saturday morning looks like a good 1 to 2 inches here for much of the region, maybe some isolated spots that pick up even higher amounts. So kind of low end threat that we'd see any flooding, but get an inch or two of rain in just an hour today can cause some flooded roadways. So that's something to watch, especially for the morning commute today. I don't think we'll see as many issues through the afternoon and evening commute. And this will be the cold front that finally breaks the heat for us. We're in the low to mid 70s out ahead of the storms, but we should have highs today in the 70s as well as the low 80s. So things starting to feel better, at least for a few days here. We have, again, carried that rain chance into your Friday. And Saturday will be dry most of the day, but there is a disturbance coming through late Saturday into Sunday morning, so we may either go to bed or wake up to some rain on Sunday, and you can see some of those storms there on Sunday clear out pretty quickly through the day. So if you're looking to do some things outside this weekend, I think most of the day Saturday and much of Sunday afternoon will be good for that. And then we hit next week, we warm up mid-90s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but another cold front coming in maybe next Thursday should give us some heat relief again late next week.